Okay, this is a pig's heart. The first thing we're going to learn is how to tell the front from the back. So the front of the heart is here. You can see a couple of features. This very prominent coronary artery going diagonally across the front, and this large pulmonary artery coming out of the top center of the heart. Also, the front of the heart, I always say, is a little bit neater, whereas the back of the heart is a little bit messier. So this is how you tell the front from the back of the heart. It's important to know the front and the back from the heart so you can tell right versus left. Right is on this side, left is on this side, because I'm looking at the front of the heart. If I'm looking at the back of the heart, I now know this is the right side and that is the left side. Okay, some features you can see on the outside of the heart are the atria. The atria are these little flaps that you see kind of hanging off the top of the heart. So if this is the front of the heart, this is going to be the left atrium and then the right atrium. You can also see the atrium on the inside of the heart. It's going to be here and here, but on the outside of the heart, they're here. Some other features is you can see the 4 vessels. The pulmonary artery comes out of the top center of the front of the heart. The aorta is going to be this big artery here coming right out of the top center of the whole heart. And then if you flip it over to the back, you can find the 2 veins. The vena cava is going to be on the back right. So I'm going to look on the back right. And since it's a vein, it's going to be a little thinner walled. So there is the vena cava in the back right, going right into the right atrium. And then the pulmonary veins, sometimes the way they cut these heart, they end up just looking like holes, not necessarily veins. But you can see the pulmonary veins are the back left of the heart. Okay, inside the heart, it's important to be able to tell your left side of your heart from your right side of the heart based on the anatomy of the heart. So if you had a heart like this or like this, you would still be able to tell which was the left side and the right side. So here's how you tell. The myocardium, the muscular wall of the heart, is very thick on the left side of the heart, whereas on the right side of the heart, it's much thinner. So I know this is the left side of the heart because of this big, thick muscular wall. So therefore, this must be the left ventricle, the bicuspid valve, and the left atrium. This is the thin wall of the heart, so this must be the right atrium, the tricuspid valve, and the right ventricle. You can also see the septum that separates the left and the right ventricle. The septum is the wall in the middle. The 2 valves, the bicuspid valve, a good way to remember that, it's on the left side by the big wall, bicuspid valve, big wall. And the tricuspid valve is on the right side by the thin wall, tricuspid valve. Some features that you can see as part of the valve is there is a kind of smooth, shiny muscle at the bottom of the valves, and that's called the papillary muscle. And these cords that are connected to it are the chordae tendineae. This papillary muscle will contract, pull on the cords, and help make sure the blood flows in one direction through the valve and through the heart. Okay, some other features of the heart. Now you can't see these with your eyes, but we will ask you where they're located, is the components of the intrinsic conduction system. So at the top of the right atrium is the SA node. At the bottom of the right atrium is the AV node. Then the signal travels down the septum and these are called the bundle branches. And then it hits the apex of the heart and goes up the sides of the ventricles, and those are called the Purkinje fibers. So if there was a pin in the wall of the heart here by the ventricles, and we asked you what component of the intrinsic conduction system is here, you would say Purkinje fibers.